Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and today I'm going to show you the very first blues riff that I ever played. Check it out. All right, let me break this down for you. It's just a G blues scale. And if you're not familiar with the blues scale, it's just a little bit of a take on your minor pentatonic with just one added note. So in the key of G, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So in your minor pentatonic, you're actually going to have the 1, a flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, and back to the 1. You kind of hear how that sounds. Okay? Now for the blues, you're going to take that same scale and you're just going to add in the flat 5. So you're going to have the 1, flat 3, 4, flat 5, 5, 7, and 1. Like that. And the way that I learned it, I actually didn't start off on the 1. I didn't do that. I actually started up on kind of this 4 here, and I learned it in 2 patterns. That's how I learned it, and it actually made a little bit more sense to me because of the way that it feels in the hands. You got this kind of shape, and you got this shape. So if we kind of take it up the octave, that's the way I learned it. So again, you start off, you've got the 4, flat 5, 5, and I went up to the 1. I skipped to the 7 because I'm going to hit the 7 back down here. So you kind of go up that scale and back down, and then you skip over with your middle finger to the B flat, second finger on G, and then F with your thumb, and then back to G. And that's what I learned, and I sat there and I would practice it over and over again. So I would do something like this. Just like that. And then I would break it down into those 2 patterns. And then do it again. And then speed it up. And keep it going. Until I got it fast enough. And then slow it down. And then cross over to do the second pattern. And then do that second pattern over and over again. And then I'd put that together. So what you want to do is maybe start off on that first pattern and then cross over with your 3 and get comfortable crossing over. That's really key in making this smooth is that cross. So again, you start off on that C and then do it again. Slow it down. And then once you've got that comfortable, add another note. Again, you can just come up an octave. And then you could add in the F to finish it out. If you want to, after you've gotten comfortable with that, you can start off on the bottom and come up and go back down. What I started to do is after I learned those 2 kind of shapes, I started to look, okay, are there other shapes that I could play? And instead of thinking of it like note for note, think of it kind of shape for shape and play those notes within that shape. So again, you've got this shape here. Now I could also add in the 7th or just do the 7th. Come back down to that second shape. You can add in that C if you want to, because that's still part of the shape, kind of where your fingers land. And then I looked and I saw, okay, there's another shape within it. Right here, this G, B flat, C, D flat. And I would practice that one over and over again. Just coming down. And then I would try to go in between those 2. So again, coming down, cross and land on B flat with your middle finger. And that's kind of the start of it. Now, one little extension on the blues scale is adding in the natural 3. So you've got this, which is technically a hexatonic scale. It means it's got 6 notes in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it starts over. But if we add in the natural, that's where you get sounds like this. Something like that. Stuff like that, because you're landing on that B, and that's still part of the scale. So you can add that in, and that's what I did in this initial run. I moved up to this. You kind of heard stuff like that where you alternate back and forth between the 5 and the flat 7. And then when I came down, went to that second shape, and then the third shape, added in that natural, and then came back down, and then landed on this G7 chord. So again, it looks like something like this. If we slowed it down, and slowed down one more time, one more time at tempo. And that's the very first blues riff that I ever learned. So again, this is just a G blues scale, playing it over that G dominant 7th. This is a great scale to learn. You're gonna play lots of songs that you can use the blues in. And again, you have to be tasteful with it. You know, you don't wanna just run the scale up and down the entire time. You can do different things with it, like adding dyads, which is 2 notes at the same time. You can do stuff like this. Stuff like that. Little things like that can really add to the taste of what you're doing. And so, again, this is just your G blues scale. You know, take it through G, kind of learn it, get comfortable there, and then start to practice it in all 12 keys, and you'll be good to go. Hey, and don't forget, have fun practicing.